Hello, I'm reviewing 2004 flick The Thunderbirds. In this video, I'm also reviewing the movie from 2000, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I give both of these movies a solid 7 out of 10 for being mediocre at best. I give them a 7 out of 10. I do not recommend, but I'm not recommending these movies, but I'm not saying these movies are terrible. I'm just saying they're not great or good. They kind of overstay their welcome. I find sometimes the movies drag on. These movies. With his lame bling man characters and the fact that both movies have a false title on who the main lead is going to be. Yes, so it's one of those movies. Like, you know how the Thunderbird movie is called The Thunderbirds? Well, guess what this? The Thunderbirds, that actually Thunderbird members, are total shithead, unlikable pricks, most of them. And they operate like a dysfunctional asshole family, as she has a bad rash, it feels like. Their family dynamic of the Thunderbirds, whenever they're on screen, I don't like them. And luckily they have a very minimal amount of screen time, and they're side characters mostly in the movie that's called the Thunderbird movie from 2004. That's called The Thunderbirds. So instead we focus on the Thunderbird Jr. group, who will get on and marry Thunder, who will become Thunderbird members themselves. All 3 kids will become full-functioning Thunderbird movies after they save the world by the end of the movie from the supervillain, that the Thunderbirds go toe-to-toe with, and for some reason have gone toe-to-toe with the past, but this time there's no match, I guess. I forget. I'm sorry, I forgot most of the story because the story kind of rotted in my fucking brain. On what the hell is going on, I was wondering. What's the point of this? Why is this movie called Thunderbirds? This is what I want to know. That I want to know the most. And that's why I give the Thunderbird movies from 2004 a 7 out of 10. Now I'm going to talk about my problem with Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie, and why I'm going to have to give that a 7 out of 10. Well, I don't understand why would anybody want to watch this movie who, for any reason, unless they're a Thomas fan, like I was when I was a kid. But even then, I don't know if Thomas fans would want to watch this movie. Because Thomas is not even in the movie. He's only in for like 2 or 5 scenes in the movie, and he's in and out of those scenes. Just to, well, not to move the plot along, just to basically to be that cameo. And probably sell tickets and make money off the poor kids. that went to see this Thomas movie like I did when I was a kid. So, I got my dad took me. And as a kid of Thomas, when I was a kid, I personally found the movie a bit of a letdown. I'd never let it go. And I constantly would obsess over it for my entire childhood. To this day, I remember how upset I was. It actually was kind of disturbing of how upset I was, because I was obsessing so often about being upset over the movie for how many years. When I say the rest of my childhood after, the rest of my childhood after the movie came out in 2000. For Thomas and the Magic Railroad. But luckily in my adult years, I'm on the right OCD and other medication for my OCD and PTSD and, all of my other problems I have with my mental health. So now I'm not obsessing over it like I used to, but I'm remembering how I did obsess over it like I used to. As when I was younger. I can still remember how obsessive I was. And upset I was over this movie, Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Now I'm wondering, why did I not get a therapist then for that? Because my OCD really got bad over that movie. Flashing back to in my head I was for a brief moment. That's why I got distracted. So, Thomas and the Magic Railroad, even though this is not the worst movie, this might have not changed any. This might have just been one of. I just think this movie's. I personally think I might hate this movie still. But if I'm going to be honest, that's mostly out of a personal grudge for this movie I have. So, that's why I give Thomas and the Magic Railroad a 7 out of 10 for being average at best of a movie. And that's my review on Thomas and the Magic Railroad, on why I give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, like this video by hitting the thumbs up, and subscribe by hitting the bell first. Then second, hit the subscribe. And that's my review on Thomas the Magic Railroad and Thunderbirds, the movie from 2004. Goodbye.